Thomas, hi.
Hi.
Any new injury issues, or are you all good?
I don't think so. I always seem to forget that. From last game, no. Yeah, all available last game. Ready again.
And Pontus Jansson, any chance he'll get back before the end of the season?
I think it's unlikely. I think that's unlikely.
It was announced this week he'll leave the club at the end of the season. What sort of legacy will he leave? What will be your memory of him?
I'll come back to the player. I think it's always about the person first, in my opinion. Very, very good man. Very good person that wanted the best for the club. Strong and good character in the dressing room. As a player, we went from being good offensive side going forward in the championship to be a good side going forward, plus being able to defend very well. He was a big part of that, and of course those other players also contributed to that, but his leadership and the way he made the things, tick, he was like the final piece in the puzzle to make everything perform at a top level. So the journey we've been on the last 4 years is remarkable. He's part of probably one without being aware of the 125 years history. One of the most important years, probably in 4 years, with a lost player final and one player final, a good year in the Premier League and another good year in the Premier League.
On your current form, this dip, 3 defeats in a row now, how concerned are you?
Yeah, try to, let me put it this way, I prefer to be in that unbeaten run, 12 games, that's more fun, but every club that's outside the top 7, the top 6 plus Newcastle, will try to avoid it, but most likely to have a run of games where you're not picking up as many points. You would like that it's never like that, but if it's not like that, then you are top 60 or top 40. Every other club will have patches like this. We are doing everything we can to win the next game, that is tomorrow. And we are looking at keeping the same processes in place in what we do, train well, prepare well, and make sure we turn up and do our very best to perform.
Can you put your finger on what's been missing, what's changed? Is it because you're safe? Is there a lack of edge?
No, I think it's the randomness of football. I think we are very close to get 3 points against Newcastle. Missed penalty from Ivan that I still quote as the best penalty taker in the world, even though he missed that one. Marginal offside. Nothing is incorrect, it's just a marginal offside. That's half an inch too late or half an inch too quick, maybe make that offside, then we win that game. I think we are 3 bounces or ricochets of Josh's big chance opportunity against Wolves, and 2 others that was kicked into one of the players' legs, and it's just randomness. I look at the performances and I look at the effort. No, nothing to complain about.
You are still in the hunt for a European spot, but do you feel you've got to win tomorrow against Villa to stay in that hunt?
Yeah, I think it's been more a narrative that you guys have tried to create, that we want to be in a hunt for European places. I think, and again, it's never been the aim for us just to survive in this league. We never mention it. We always want to aim as high as possible and develop and get higher. But for Brentford, second lowest budget and all that, to just stay in the league is unbelievable success. To be close to maybe finishing top 10 shouldn't be possible. And to be on a European hunt, that's remarkable. So we are not on a European hunt, but we want to end as high as possible. So we badly want to win tomorrow against Villa, and of course we. I don't know if you call it disappointed, but we are just 3 losses after the season where we've done so well and been so difficult to beat, then you look more into it. But probably you just find out the things we did, or we definitely found out the things we did very well in the 1 defeat in 16 or something like that is the same we actually did quite well in the 3 games we lost. So we just need to come perform again, hopefully get a win, and then we'll see you again.
You're not hunting for Europe then, but would it in a way be too soon if you were to finish in the top 6? Do you feel like you got the squad depth to be there?
I wouldn't. If we end there, I take it. I think it's not possible to end there and say no, thank you. You know, the squad is not big enough, so could please wait a season. I guess we will take it if that ever happened. And you know, I know it's about the wording and how we say things. We are hunting to end us to be as high as possible. That's what we're going aiming for. And there's big determination in there as well.
Aston Villa, what have you made of them? I think they were 17th when you faced them in October.
Done very well. Big praise to Unai Emery and his staff. I think it's very impressive what they have done. The consistency in their performances. I think they look difficult to beat. They look clear structure in what they want is a classic Unai Emery with. That meant very, very positive the way he set up his team with very good, solid defensive structure in the 4-4-2, or the way they defend low but can still be aggressive going forward. Very clear in what they want when they are going forward with more narrow midfielders in and then 2 strikers central. Difficult to close down. I think it's very impressive what they have done. Clear identity, clear style, and I like what I see. Been able to release Bondia and especially of course Ollie Watkins. I expect a question about him in a second. So should I start or will you?
I'll prompt you. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. So no, they've done well.
Just before Ollie Watkins, the 4-0 defeat. Is there a bit of a point to prove? Last time you met them, that game, that result.
I think no one likes to lose. No one likes to lose 4-0, and I think it was. I don't think it's the right reflection or picture of how our season have been, how we performed this season. Yeah, of course we like to beat them, but I don't think it's bigger because we lost 4-0. We met them at a time where they had a caretaker in at home. We decided to go 1-0 down after 1 minute. I think 2-0 after 6 minutes and 3-0 after 10 minutes. I've never experienced that ever in my career. So well done to Villa. It's a new game. They are definitely on a European hunt, and they should be with the size they are and their expectations, which I think is fantastic for them. So I expect a very difficult game, but we know when people are coming to us at GTech, it's going to be a very difficult game for them as well.
Will it be difficult to stop Ollie Watkins as well? And will it help that you know him so well and the team, some of the former teammates know him so well?
Maybe in few tiny details, but these days we can see got all the details, all the footage, all the things we want to look at to see his movements and what he is doing. So I don't think it helps that much. He's definitely in form. He's doing fantastic. It's really pleased for him. When you spend time with people, you tend to get a relationship to them, and so pleased that he's performed well. He deserves that. He works very hard as a player and a person. And it doesn't surprise me that he scores a lot of goals. I think he got that in him to be a regular top scorer-ish. I'm not saying most goals in Premier League, but scoring a lot of goals in Premier League. So I'm very pleased that he does that. Very aware that we need to do our very best to close him down. And I think it's can we stop the rest of the players to provide the good crosses or balls in behind for him, then we've done a good job.
Do you regret him leaving, or was that just an inevitable part of his progress?
I think that was how can you say, impossible to stop. Then we should have won in the player fight against Fulham. So if I regret that, then yes, that we lost the final. That was that's been said before. Maybe there's 10 clubs in the world, maybe less, that are not selling clubs. So we are clubs that are selling players when we get the right price and when it's the right step in the players' development. And it was the day when we didn't promote. The next step for Ollie was to go to Premier League. So I would love to work with him, but right now I'm privileged to have another good, fantastic striker. So probably would not struggle, but maybe have to rethink how I could get both of them on the pitch, because if I had both Ollie Watkins and Ivan, I had to play both.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nita.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
You were saying previously that the fact that Brentford could be in the top 10 is somewhat remarkable. I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you win tomorrow, you'd equal the Premier League points tally that you had last season of 46. So would that make it even more successful if you're able to achieve that with 6 games to go after that, after tomorrow's game?
Yeah, definitely. I think to be able to replicate the same number, six games to same points with 6 games to go is it's a very good achievement. But after that, we just want to get more and see if we can end on a higher points tally this year. So I think it's a good indicator of how well we've done.
You were key in Ollie Watkins changing from a winger to a striker. When you see what he's doing in particular in this calendar year, it's 11 goals compared to just 3 before Christmas. How do you think Emery's managed to change things to get the best out of him?
I don't know exactly what they are speaking about, of course, and what they're working on, but I see good movements from Ollie in the box. I think he always done that before, also when he left us. I like the way he moved for the crosses. I like his movement for the balls in behind, and then now he is on that run of games and form. I plays on confidence, but he's very confident in everything he's doing. And then some of the goals that maybe shouldn't go in goes in. And he's definitely in a fantastic place, and it's good to see.
And then in terms of the other dangers they pose, you said that they look defensively well structured. What else will you be trying to stop without giving us a game?
I think Bondia, as I said before, I think he is thriving and he's doing very well. I think Ramsey is also a player that in general have had a good season for Villa. So I think the things they do around them is the key offensive player. I think Ginn, and also coming in, scoring goals and assists. So those front 4, and I know they have injury to Bailey. That's a player that I admire and like a lot as well.
Thank you. All the best tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Anything else under immediate embargo? Jay.
Hey Thomas, I know you spoke on injuries, but I just wanted to check in on an update on Christopher Ajer and Keane Potter, if possible, how they're getting on with their recoveries.
Good. Christopher Ajer is in a place where he's close to train fully with the group, so that's positive. Keane is further behind. I think it's unlikely that he will be able to play in this season.
I know.
But let's see.
I know you said that before, so
Yeah.
it's just kind of taking it day by day with Keane. Okay, that's everything from me for now. Thank you.
Anything? Yeah.
Hi Thomas, you just said it'd be hard to get Ivan Toney and Ollie Watkins in the same team. It feels like they may be playing for the same place in the England squad. How do you think they sort of compare as players and as characters as well?
I have to say both of them are fantastic characters and fantastic players, and I will play both of them. No, I mean it. I worked with Ollie for 3 years and enjoyed that, and think it's done fantastic. Now I work with Ivan for almost 3 years as well. I think he's done fantastic. They are a little bit different as types, but both of them can play that number 9, which both of them have shown very well this season in the Premier League. yeah, I think they are fairly similar. I think the link-up play is very good from both of them. I think as a goal scorers, I think they do a top job. So yeah, two very good players.
And I think you said in the past that you texted Ollie after he's left the club. Have you been in touch with him in the last few weeks when he's been scoring lots of goals?
No, actually not. But I will look forward to seeing him on Saturday.
Is that something you do regularly with players that move on, or have you just got a special relationship with Ollie?
I try, and I would like to do it even more. But sometimes life catching up on you, and it's a little bit difficult to manage to do everything. But let me put it this way: I follow them closely, and I'm very pleased when I see them doing very well.